streaming live every other
Wednesday, my dude.
This is Chillcast.
Certified hood classic.
Hello, everybody! Oh my god, haven't heard that in a while, huh? Welcome back to Chillcast. I'm your gracious host, Zach Minyard, joined today by my co-host, D-Dubman, of popular YouTube channel Review Your Life. D-Dub, how you doing? How you doing today?
Number 92, man. I'm telling you right now, man. There's gonna be all sorts of wacky things, man.
Wacky, absolutely
sex.
crazy.
It's gonna be fucking. How are you, man?
Well, first of all, before we get into any shenanigans, we got to address the elephant in the room. Guys, we've been gone for a little bit, and I think I gotta clear it up, you know, because I've been getting emails nonstop. Where's Chillcast? Where are you guys? You guys are literally the only thing I wake up for anymore, and I owe everyone an apology. But let me tell you guys, a lot of people don't know this. In fact, I don't think you even know this, D-Dub. I don't think I've ever told you this. Like, everyone assumes that we're millionaires because of Chillcast, like we're just rolling in money. But I get it, you know, it's the most popular podcast on earth, but that's just not true. The truth is that this is actually a publicly funded podcast. Way back in the day, I signed a deal with the Public Broadcasting System of America, PBS, way back, like right when I was starting out Chillcast, and I told them a couple white lies. I told them we were a couple inner city kids that wanted to make a podcast on some like geopolitical stuff about modern entertainment. They totally bought that. They wrote us a check. They've been writing us checks for this podcast for like the past 4 years. And I finally get a call last month after 92 episodes. They finally watched one, and they're pissed. I believe the letter they sent said they were shocked and appalled. So basically this last month we lost our funding, and I've been sucking and fucking to pay back PBS. Sadly we couldn't. I don't know why you're fucking laughing, because we couldn't afford to keep Sly on. Sly's fucking entrance fee on this shit, he charges an arm and a leg. Like, you think Chris Rock charges money? You think fucking Dwayne Johnson charges money? You should see how much Sly wants to even like show up to fucking sound check. So I finally got enough cash to keep us afloat for the last few episodes. Couldn't afford Sly anymore. That's okay. We're gonna keep rolling without him. But I have good news. Great news, D-Dub. You're gonna like this. Since we are not being funded by the government anymore, being funded by PBS, we no longer have to be censored. So I want to start out and introduce a new segment to the show, a tier list of all the races. Now, I think we should start, like Drake says, from the bottom. D-Dub, D-Dub, why don't you start? What do you think the worst race of people is? Which one do you want to put in F?
Oh my god!
No, don't be shy, D-Dub. I mean, we can start at D if you want, or you know what? We can start at A. What do you think the best
is it like
race?
tier list format?
Yeah, it's a tier list format. The best race of human beings. Which one do you want to put at the top?
The best race is the Japanese.
Okay, do you want to elaborate?
They have squinty eyes.
They have what? What do you want?
They have a great machinery.
That's true. Okay, well that's been our tier list. That segment's over. Good job. I think we nailed that.
Wait, no. I want to talk about the worst.
Do you? You do?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
we gotta open up the can of worms, man.
Jesus Christ. What do you want to put in F tier, D? The worst race of people. You're putting in F tier.
F tier race.
Yeah, what's the objectively worst race of people, D-Dub?
I'm sorry you didn't think this bit was gonna go for this long, but I'm all in, man.
I know. I didn't see this happening. I thought you were gonna kill this immediately, but we're still in here.
All right, man. The worst race of all time.
I'm ready to pull the cord.
My money.
We're gonna have to cut D-Dub's audio.
Oh shit!
He's about to go on his fucking Kramer rant in the Comedy Cellar.
Oh no!
Do you want to finish this sentence, or do you want to move on?
The sentence is done.
Okay, great. So yeah, we're back. We're back, everyone. Did you miss us? D-Dub, did you miss me?
I was the one who was constantly asking when were we chilling the cast.
That is true. D-Dub was always there asking about Chillcast. Honestly, guys, we were just busy. I was busy. Sly has work and stuff. That's probably where he is right now. We couldn't even get a hold of the guy. Goodness gracious, he's out there fucking making stacks, and who can blame him, really? But that's okay, because you got me and D-Dub, just like old times. We're still rocking, socking, and cocking. Amen. We got plenty of shit to talk about. No, don't look into that. We got plenty of shit to talk about today. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, let's catch up on the news. The Queen's dead. Did you hear about that?
What?
Yeah, I know.
I think that happened on the last podcast we were on.
No, it didn't. I'm pretty sure.
Wait a minute. Was the last podcast the fucking Dragon Ball Z one?
Yeah. That's why we have Bulma's fat ass up here on the GIF panel. We need a new GIF for this episode. You got a new GIF to add to this?
Put the worst race right now.
You have to give me the GIF. That's how this works. Because Sly usually gives me the GIF, so you have to take the mantle now.
Oh man,
it's more of a gift than a GIF. If you know.
Rip Sly, man.
Rip Sly. That's why I put a little KO over his face for you visual watchers of the Chillcast.
Well, today's gift should feature some Street Fighter goodness.
Yes.
Since Street Fighter 6 has been announced for beta.
Yes. And the beta just passed.
What a way to announce a beta than with some good old grippers.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. I had a feeling.
Unfortunately, the joke had to be put out the way for I had to hurry up and get that out the way before we mention it later.
Some grippers.
But Chun-Li has always been the foot girl, right? And now people are realizing it because her feet are just fully displayed on screen.
No, not Chun-Li, Juri.
When I say Chun-Li, yeah, that's right.
Chun-Li. Right. Yeah, Juri's nasty fucking feet are everywhere, and I'm fucking it was funny at first, but now you're playing the game, and literally her here comes a new challenger is her foot right in you can see the wrinkles on her soles of her feet. It's fucking disgusting.
The texture of the foot is very concerning.
They know. Capcom knows what they're doing. They know. There's no way they don't.
Are you implying that Capcom always haven't known what they were doing until now?
I think they're really doubling. I think they knew people liked Juri because she was a cute goth girl, But now they're there's a foot thing. She's barefoot. Oh, ooh, she's bare. Because Luke is barefoot. He's not showing his feet every 4 seconds. And her fighting style is she uses her feet a lot, so it's perfect. And they're hell yeah.
I think she's this year's fucking Armika in a sense, because
you think Armika was the thing?
Well, her whole ass was out fucking in the last game, and they fully displayed it with her ass being smacked before she did her super, which they took out eventually.
Well, they had to take that out so they could have esports.
Oh yeah, because esports fucking fighters can't look at ass that.
Yeah, they've never seen the sand jump at the track and field.
Yo, I'm about to say you got the whole GIF on the screen, man. How'd you manage that?
I know I fucked up on the download. Let me retry.
Oh man, you suck.
I know. Yeah, only the best for Chillcast,
But Street Fighter 6, the beta codes have been sent out.
Dude, the beta passed.
Yeah, the beta codes were sent out for last weekend.
Oh, I thought you said this weekend. My bad.
I did say this weekend, and now I'm fixing it.
Okay. So I was right in correcting you. That's what you're saying.
Correct.
Great. Now, did you get a chance to play the beta?
I did not. I didn't even know that shit was happening until one of my friends got a code, and he was like, "Hey man, did you get it?" And I was like, "Fuck, I didn't even know that shit existed until you just told me."
Really?
But I find it very, very hilarious to know that Low Tier God didn't get one. And
well, it was a raffle, so a couple people.
It was a raffle, and they saw Low Tier God's name, and they said no.
They said, "Fuck that guy." Dude, I can't download this goddamn GIF. What's going on?
Maximilian was the last. Well, I expected him to have it. Well, I was watching the stream when the servers went down, and it looks as though Maximilian was the last to fucking play it. He got to play it for an extended period of amount of time. So I know they're playing favorites.
Yeah, well, also, what some people were doing was... God damn, I'm trying to fix this shit. What some people were doing is they were selling their tickets to people, and so some people just bought tickets off of people. And I mean, some of them were going for ludicrous amounts of prices, like scalping, hardcore, and then some of them were like pretty normal. Why can't I get this goddamn thing to work like the other ones?
You're not downloading the gift, man.
I can't get it to download.
I downloaded it a couple of times. Here, man. Let me make it simple for you. I'm gonna fix this.
Yeah, make it simple for me, D-Dub.
I can't stand old people. I really can't.
Shut up. Fuck you. Okay.
Fuck me. You can't download a damn gift.
It's Discord, bro. I hate Discord. Discord's for fucking gamers. Do I look like a gamer to you?
What hat are you wearing right now?
None. No hat. Hatless.
Oh my god, no hat. Zach, what kind of fucking alternative costume is this?
I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, sometimes it's just a no hat kind of thing. Okay, so you've resent the GIF. This is really entertaining shit. There, it says save image now. It did not say save image earlier.
Yes, that's what I just said. I'm fucking gonna make it simple for you.
So what? So you fucked up.
You didn't know how to save the image from Google. Like that was my problem.
Oh, was it a link?
Yeah, it was a link.
Oh, I thought it was just a fucking... Okay. You know what, guys?
Man, I hate old people.
Nah, you love me, bro. You tell me every day.
You're way too young to be fucking doing shit like this. I'm sorry, man. Like,
dude,
what the
dude, leave me the fuck alone. Why are you bullying me on my own podcast? There we go. Look at Jury's cute little face right there. First of all, let's actually talk about Street Fighter 6. Oh, you know what? Perfect time. D-Dub, I got a little game for you. Street Fighter 6 related game to start off our Street Fighter 6 talk. I would have done it sooner, but I was distracted. Is it what?
Is it hentai related?
Oddly enough, yes. And related being in the loosest text, but yes, it is related.
Okay.
Okay, so... there's a little game that everyone's familiar with. You know, probably played it back on the playground. It's called Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Oh!
We're going to be playing a little bit of Fuck, Marry, Kill here today on Chillcast. You can say frick if your parents are in the room. It's okay.
Yeah, they are here.
Now, I don't know how much you know about Street Fighter 6 or how much you've been keeping up with it, alright? But this Street Fighter is pretty cool because you can actually make your own custom character in the game, and some people made some really great shit this weekend. So I'm going to show you, we're going to do 3 rounds. In each round, I'll show you 3 custom characters with names to make it easier for us, and you tell me which one you'll fuck, which one you'll marry, and which one you'll kill, okay? And I'll send it here in the Discord, and I'll have it up here for the people watching. So here's round 1.
To explain what every character looks like for people who are listening and not watching.
Oh, well, you can do that.
Why can't you do it?
Because you're playing the game.
Fair enough.
Why the fuck? Okay. So, here's round 1. I'm sending this shit to you right now. It's going through the fucking internet.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, here's round 1, baby. Alright, so... We got Rick the Scroat, we got Papa Lamb Tito, and we got Sterile Harold. Alright, so tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts real quick. First of all, have you seen any of these before?
These are certainly new to me.
Okay. That's good.
Is this like all over Twitter? Like, where'd you find these?
They've been a couple of these were on Twitter, a couple of these were from other people's streams. Some people found them out in the wild while they were playing.
Did you like hurry up and screenshot as soon as you saw it on the stream? You're like, yeah, I need this.
I was going through memory and also just kind of looking for the best ones online, you know. So some of these I saw other streamers use and whatnot. Some of them I just found today. Okay. But only the cream of the crop, let me assure you.
So Rick the Scroat, it looks like a racially ambiguous brown man.
Would you say he looks like a One Piece character?
He's certainly a One Piece character.
He's got the One Piece chest, shoulders,
yeah,
and the skinny, tiny waist.
Yeah.
Can we get much higher?
There you go.
Yeah.
The One Piece is certainly real with this guy.
Okay.
His upper body is actually surprisingly proportionate. His lower body, the only like weird part about him is his torso.
Yeah, his
But
torso is as big as his neck.
He seems to be the most normal looking out of everybody.
Let's talk about the other guys then real quick.
Okay, we are. Papa Lamb Tito seems to be of descent.
Okay. What do you think about his shoes? He has nice shoes.
Very big kicks.
How big do you think those are? Like size 20?
That is size 15 at the most.
Okay.
He has little gloves on. That's pretty nice feature. Nice feature. He has not skipped calf day. His calves are humongous.
His calves are like 2 kettlebells.
And he seems as though like he's seen a lot. He seems like the type you will marry, right? He seems like the type you.
What's on his head, like above his eyes? Do you see that? Are those his eyebrows?
No, it's either his eyebrows or he has like that little Krillin thing going on. Where, like,
I see.
Yeah, you know, those are his third eyes. You know.
Okay. Like, you think he might be a monk?
I'm seeing some monk action going on here. I can see that. And then we got Sterile Harold.
Yeah.
Sterile Harold.
Now, don't let the name fool you.
He's the greasiest of the bunch.
Yeah.
He also has big feet and big calves as well. The only thing that's a problem here is that like his body hair, which he has a lot of, is green.
Do you think that's hair? I like to think it's like moss.
That is screaming volumes to me of like unattractiveness.
Okay.
I don't think. So I would kill Sterile Harold.
Wow. Okay, Sterile Harold is dead.
The most normal face out of everybody here. That's crazy how he has the most normal face out of everybody.
Who's Sterile Harold? Sterile Harold doesn't look bad. He's got a couple proportion problems.
It's the fucking green. Papa Lamb Tito will be married, and Rick the Scroat. I feel like he can carry me on night long for a fuck.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah, that's probably true. All right, good round. I will say Zag Zap's in the chat, and he said fuck, kill, and marry in that order. So fuck Rick, kill Papa Lamb Tito, and marry Sterile Harold.
Oh.
I don't know what you think about that. But you know what? Let's move on to round 2.
No, I want to get your answer, actually.
Oh, you want me to answer? All right, let me take a look. You know,
You've been looking at...
I know, I never really thought about it. I forgot I was going to play. You know what? I'm definitely going to kill Papa Lamb Tito because he's freaking me out.
Oh.
I think it's his like pill-shaped upper body. And his skinny little arms. So I'm going to kill Papa Lamb Tito. I'm going to fuck Rick the Scroat, and I'm going to marry Sterile Harold, because Sterile Harold is this beautiful face that you know, you don't have to look at the rest of it for the rest of your life. Just
there's actual people who are proportioned like Sterile Harold. I'll think considered. Like, if he was wearing clothes... Yeah,
you're being a fucking asshole to like people who are proportioned like Sterile Harold.
Wait, it's not that way. How about being that's a real thing, then,
okay.
Right?
Okay. Do you want to dig this hole any deeper?
No, we're good.
Yeah, okay. Round 2, baby. Let me send this to you. Oh my god. Round 2 is being sent. Alright, everyone at home, here's round 2. We got a couple lookers in this one, so be aware. Good start. Laughter is a good start to any one of these rounds.
Oh, fuck. Can you pronounce the one in the middle for me, please?
Yeah, that's excuse me. That's Nifino Ninona.
I'm joking.
I think it's Portuguese. You know, I could be wrong.
I'm joking too wrong.
That's Nefino Nino no.
Neffine?
Nefino
We're
Nino
gonna call him
no.
Neff.
You're gonna call him what?
For short. We're gonna call him Neff for short.
Okay, Neff. Yeah, we'll call him Neff. He has a big collection of Neff beanies at home. That's what kind of guy he is.
Shut the fuck
But
up.
don't let that influence your choice. We're going off looks. All right. Well, what are you thinking? What's running through your little head?
Cobblestone is an immediate death. Like fucking like.
You don't like Cobblestone?
Cobblestone is what I'm calling him.
It's Cobblestone. You gotta at least call him by his name, D-Dub.
He's so greasy. Why?
What about his Ronald McDonald hair?
Hey, can you add fucking greasiness to the character in this mode?
Yeah, that's a toggleable
That's
thing.
hilarious.
Greasiness is a toggleable feature.
What do you think his hitboxes are? Like, please explain.
You know what? That's an interesting question because we didn't. These are going to be playable in the story mode, but we didn't get to see them this weekend playable. I wonder how that's going to be.
That raises more questions, man.
But
yeah, Cobblestone, fucking red hair, red mustache.
He's
really
got like the J Schlatt sideburns going into the mustache. You know what I mean?
He does. He screams racist to me.
You think Cobblestone's racist? He looks like a sweetheart.
He looks like somebody who would immediately sneeze the N-word.
He's a little dark skinned though. Do you think he would?
No, he's fucking glistening is what he is.
Okay. But then look at Peter the Kind, and he's whiter than bone.
Nah, but he has a fat ass, so I'm gonna fuck him.
It looks more like a. It looks like when Squidward got the patty bowl. I like his. I like that his head is the same size as his torso.
He's literally the same. He's the same proportions as the Smiling Friends character. He looks great.
Oh my god! So you like Peter the Kind?
I'm fucking him.
Okay, you're gonna fuck Peter the Kind.
And Neff in the middle here. Big man, big hair, small head. There's actually not.
No, he's just a large guy.
He's a large guy, small head. So like, fuck it. I would marry him because maybe he'll grow out.
Okay.
And what are your answers?
You know what? I'm gonna kill Cobblestone because he's freaking me out. I don't like.
There you go.
I don't like his arms. I don't like how they clip into his body. I didn't even really realize he had arms for a little bit until I saw the hands and wondered what they connected to. I'm gonna marry Peter the Kind because look at that guy. He looks like a total sweetheart. He has a nice
really
face.
Nice.
He has a nice face. He looks like he'd be a friendly person. He looks like he tips the waiter a considerable amount. I could fuck with that. And I guess that just leaves Neff to get fucked. To get this shit dirty. Now when you when you're selecting Neff to fuck, who's on top?
Well, he's much tall. He's a much bigger man, much taller even.
He could be a power bottom. Have you considered that?
He looks like a fucking One Piece character as well. Fuck.
Yeah, he does have a One Piece energy. I think a lot of these characters do. Okay, round 3 coming your way. Okay, so here's round 3.
Oh.
Okay, now let me tell you, Redacted. I have to tell you, Redacted cannot be killed. Many have tried. Okay, so you have to live with that decision. You cannot kill Redacted. He is. Why you adding rules? Listen, I'm not adding this rule. We can't even show his fucking name. Look at this thing. He's immortal being. Okay, we can't kill Redacted. I wish we could. Let me be honest with you. I wish we could kill Redacted, but we can't.
I'm gonna marry Redacted then.
Okay. That's probably wise, because he'll probably protect you through anything.
If he can go through not being killed like at all,
yeah,
I might as well keep him by my side.
He's the closest thing scientists come to immortality.
I don't see the lower halves of Richard DeMarcison.
Richard DeMarcison.
But they are both black men with unbridled rage. And Tofu looks like a gentle giant.
You think Tofu's a gentle giant? I think Richard DeMarcus is more of a gentle giant.
Yes, he looks like he's gonna rip me in half.
No, that's how Tofu looks. Tofu looks like he's about to do something awful.
Killing Richard. I'm fucking fucking Tofu.
Richard has a kind face.
What's the kind part about it?
He looks wise. I think it's the Fu Manchu.
It may be the Fu Manchu.
If you don't look at the rest of him and you just look at his face.
I need to see the lower half, like I said.
That's the only photo I could find of Richard. He's a little shy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Where's Tofu's dick and balls?
I mean, if you can look at the rest of him and kind of figure that out. Look at his collarbones. Do you think you're gonna find something down there?
Fuck all that, man. Let's talk more about Redacted.
I wish we could. There's not a lot of lore on Redacted.
I want to be him.
The best photo we have is this fucking like 240p Sasquatch. Fucking.
Can you really make a character that bright? Like, is that?
Yeah, there's a slider for like luminosity.
Oh, can you make the underwear like that so you can just have a glowing white fucking blur?
I don't know. I think the underwear is a clothing thing, but you can buy different clothes.
Of course, you can buy different clothes. That's where the DLC comes in.
Maybe, most likely. Well, in the
they'll be like, you can buy Dudley's clothes. We're not putting them in.
Yeah, in the beta, you could buy clothes with the money you earn from fighting. You know, from like playing the game. So it might not be DLC.
I don't know. Capcom is like very consistent on dropping the ball. So like.
No, you know what? That's enough fuck, marry, kill. Let's actually talk about the game. Because I got a chance to try it.
Oh!
Yes. We have a lovely FGC scene out here in San Antonio. And someone was kind enough to bring their PlayStation 5 to where we normally play and hook it up to the Wi-Fi, and I got to play. So first of all, I found out that my controller does not work on the PS5, on PS5 games. It works on the PS5. It works on PS4 games on PS5, but it does not work on PS5 games.
Official grade controller.
So I had to use a stick, which I don't use a lot. So I had to get used to that.
I'm so sorry.
I know, but I got used to it over time. But the game is really fucking good, I must say. So far, I played it for about 4 hours or so. And
that's a good amount.
Yeah. I mean, some people played it for 3 days fucking straight, and they felt like they didn't get enough of it. The game is like really fun. Like, have you ever played Street Fighter? That's what this is. Like, if you take all the systems out, like there's this new drive mechanic system. You know, if you take all that out, it's really good Street Fighter. Like the normals are all kind of negative, so it's real footsies based. It's real pokey based, but what keeps that from being
still in?
No. Are you familiar with like the mechanic changes that they made for this one?
Yeah.
So they have the drive gauge now, which is what gives the spice to everything. And you can do a couple different things out of drive gauge. You can do parry, which is 1 frame. And it kind of just keeps chip damage and it refills your gauge, but you can do a perfect parry if you time it right, and that gives you like hella plus frames, and you can like do some crazy shit. They have drive rush, which is like a move cancel, so you can just like dash out of a move and like do another move real quick, and you can do that out of neutral too to like just like basically dash forward real quick.
I was constantly told that like people's moves have changed. Is that true?
I think a lot of characters... I'm not super familiar with Street Fighter because I don't play it a lot, but from what I've heard and what I could tell, most characters kind of are amalgamations of their best parts over the years, and then they added a couple of new things. So like Ryu. I got to play Ryu because Ryu's cool, and he's got all his normal shit. His normal moves are pretty much the same. He got his big kick back. He has a big donkey kick, which like you can do combos off of, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And he got like a new version of the fireball. I forget what it's called, but it's not a projectile. It's more like a close range fireball that you can use for combos.
Ooh.
And so that one does a little more stun, like the heavy version, so you can like set it up to do big combos. And he has an install like that doesn't run on meter. Like he can just do it whenever he wants, like down
Oh
punch,
shit!
and it gives him like a boosted fireball, which also applies to the little fireball close by. So you can get some like really crazy stun combos off of that shit.
This is super important.
Yeah, and all the characters have like cool shit like that they kind of just added to make them like really fun and awesome to play. Like Ryu feels strong where he needs to feel strong. Like you can do a lot of range stuff and be real defensive, but you can also be offensive when you need to. Like Ryu, that's how Ryu do. But
Would you say this is pick up and play?
I think if you understand how the drive mechanics work, then yeah, you could pick up and play. I think that's the only thing that's going to be a little confusing because there's a lot you can do out of it.
Chat is asking, what do you rate Street Fighter 6 right now?
What do I rate Street Fighter 6 right now?
Obviously, it's too early to like.
Yeah,
in, but like
I will.
Like, what would you say like from like what you play? Like, are you impressed?
I'm impressed. Gameplay wise, just talking gameplay. We're not talking internet or anything else. I will say the internet's excellent. Like we're playing on shitty Wi-Fi, and it wasn't dropping at all. Like it was perfect. But gameplay alone, the game is so fucking fun. It's fun just to like go in there and press buttons, and then once you start understanding the mechanics a little more, then there's little mind games that start up. All the characters seem like they're pretty strong. No one seems it was only 3 days, but no one seems like they're extremely overpowered. Some of the mechanics some people are saying might be overpowered, like Drive Rush, because I don't know if you're familiar with Street Fighter 4, but you had like the impact
The best
thing.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the impact thing where you can like soak a hit. That's kind of back, but it's also an attack. And if you do it in the corner and you hit your opponent on the wall, even if they're blocking, you get a free combo. And it's a really generous gap of like how far away they could be from the wall to get the combo.
The chat has also asked what of our thoughts are in the second 8. And that game
shit!
hasn't
Yeah,
shown
we haven't even talked
anything.
about it. Yeah, we haven't even
So
talked
like
about that.
we can't do much with that one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, real quick,
assuming.
Street Fighter 6 rating. Out of 10 from playing the beta, I give it an 8. Like it's pretty promising. I really didn't get. I didn't get
a quick rating. I will give it.
You didn't play it.
6 out of 10 because of the visuals. It's looking pretty cool. Harada is currently battling people on Twitter. He's battling people on Twitter for like the rights on if Leo is transgender or not.
Oh, really?
And Harada doesn't give a shit like what Leo is. He keeps saying Leo's Leo. Why do y'all care?
I mean,
about
that's the
gender?
lore of Leo, is that you just don't know.
Leo
right?
is Leo is his tweet, and
Leo
he keeps saying why do y'all care about his gender so much? And I'm trying to figure out like who's the bad guy in this situation. People whose headcanons are like not being met, or
I think
who doesn't want the representation.
I don't think it's Harada doesn't want representation. I think Leo's just been like an old character, and from what I can tell in the lore, they just keep it ambiguous, and that's part of the like I don't know what the word is. Part of the character, I guess, is that you just
I
don't
do like
know.
the fact that he has said like Leo's Leo, because like,
Yeah.
some people don't want to be like have a label at all. You just all right, just call me my name.
Yeah, Leo's not a guy. Leo's not a girl. Leo's just Leo. Like that's just kind of the point of the character.
People have like been sending him tweets, not death threats, but like fucking tweets. It's like, well, explain this, and like in like the customization, Leo can like wear a bra and shit like that.
Yeah, you know what? You can like Leo doesn't even wear like the male swimsuit either, or the female swimsuit. They have their own swimsuit and customization. I was gonna bring that up. Yeah. So like they know that Leo is Leo too. Like that's Leo. Leo's the lore of Leo is that they're just androgynous, ambiguous.
I like the fact that he's ambiguous, and I don't think they're like, fuck, this is gonna sound bad. I don't think the LGBT community should take their headcanon and force it into like a developer.
No, they shouldn't do that.
Because like a lot of people are saying like, or a lot of people are comparing this to like the Bridget fucking.
Yeah. Well, Bridget is trans. Like that is.
Well, like she has a story though, so like fucking like that's like
that's been set up from the very beginning that Bridget was in the original lore was Bridget was a boy who was forced to be a girl, but now they've like just accepted that they're a girl now. Like that's the lore of the character. That was set up by by Daisuke, Lord Daisuke himself.
Yeah,
you know?
fucking like they wanted to go like all in on fucking.
Yeah. I mean, same with Testament. Like Testament's
Because like I feel like nobody would give a shit like regardless. Like fucking like nobody was bringing up Bridget before like fucking that reveal. So like that means that like they went in on their own terms to fucking do so.
Well, actually, they did a what's it called? A survey before Bridget came out on who the most wanted characters were for Guilty Gear by region, and the top answer for Japan was Bridget.
And do you think Japan cared about like Bridget's fucking gender at that time? They just wanted
Probably
fucking
not.
character to play with, right?
Yeah, they just wanted Bridget. They didn't.
So
care.
I'm assuming that these people with the headcanons for Leo is like, all right, so we got the Bridget thing. Hey, let's see like what other games we could like fucking get people to come out on.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't do that at all.
Yeah.
And like as a Chillcast representative, I'm also speaking for Zach on this. Fucking we fully support the LGBT community. We're not fucking bigots. Like fucking
like we're not fucking assholes. We're not gonna tell you shit like that. But it's just a video game. Harada's an old man. He's probably confused by. He barely speaks English. Stop yelling at him on Twitter.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. He's just a confused Japanese man. Doesn't even know what most of this shit is, probably.
Rollback netcode.
He doesn't even know what rollback netcode is. Leave him alone. Tekken 8 looks cool from like the absolutely nothing we've seen of it. It looks pretty cool.
Pretty epic, actually.
Much better than the shitty TV show.
Oh man, fuck! Oh, that was the last episode that we did.
Yeah,
right?
the last episode we talked about the shitty TV show.
It was fuck, man. Why did it come out bad? Why was it so mediocre?
You know what? Let's talk about TV shows that aren't mediocre. I've seen a couple of really great animated shows lately. Do you remember when we talked about animation on this podcast? Do you remember when you reviewed cartoons? Do you remember that?
We still do.
Do you still do that?
Yeah, man. I took a walk to Poland.
Okay. Well, I took the quack to Poland. Shut up! You fucked up the meme. Fuck. With that picture of Lil Yachty in his suit and tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so what do you want to talk about? Well, what have you seen Chainsaw Man? That came out yesterday.
So, I'm not an anime connoisseur. I like animes to be finished before I watch them, so I can like watch them on my own time. You know, I usually agree with you, but this is the only time where I've actually read the manga, so I know exactly what happens. You're crazy.
It's a really good manga, honestly.
So, all things aside, there's a throne fucking Chainsaw Man. Fucking, I have seen like the over exaggerated violence in the fucking manga strips that I fucking like seeing.
Yeah, and they're not holding back in the anime, which is great.
But as far as like anime and like getting chilled on the fact that like which animes I should watch and which I shouldn't, anime fans are like super like annoying. Yeah, and I rather watch something when like all the hype dies down, so like nobody can bother me.
Well, have you seen Cyberpunk?
I have seen a slew of porn of the Cyberpunk lolly.
Of course you fucking have. Well, lolly? There's no lolly in there. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Is there?
Okay.
I don't know if they're a lolly. Are they?
I refuse to acknowledge that question. That will criminalize me.
Okay, alright. We're not digging deeper in that. I watched it, and honestly, it's just like I was surprised by how good it was. Like...
So the funniest part about that anime is that it's better than the game.
Yeah, I was thinking that's why I didn't want to watch it. I was like, oh, it's that shitty fucking game that I don't want to play. I was like, why do I want to watch this shitty anime? And then I saw Trigger made it, and I was like, well, I have to watch it now because Trigger's fucking epic.
All in.
Yeah, I'm a Trigger show, big Trigger show, because I mean, Kill la Kill is still one of my favorite animes ever, just because the animation. And I mean, the show itself is beautiful. But the story is actually great, because the story was written by CD Projekt Red, the guys who make Cyberpunk, because I think they just own the whole IP altogether. Yes. So they didn't have Trigger write the show, which you can tell because it's a little more serious the whole time. Because if it was Trigger, it'd have more tit jokes and shit like that.
However, Trigger was very adherent on fucking. So like, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. The fucking who makes Project Red? Project Red wanted to take the fucking like Lolly Girl out, but Trigger was like, no, Fucking, we've accepted all your requests, but
Can you tell
Lolly
me the name of
stays
this
in.
girl? Is she a lolly? I don't think she's a lolly.
No, she's not a lolly, but she has like proportions of a little girl.
Yeah, she
therefore
looks
everybody just call
small.
her-
She's like a small
Yeah.
girl. Yeah, but she's like a grown woman. The
She's a
internet's
grown
gross.
woman.
I fucking hate the internet.
It's gross because they were fully impactful in making art of her compared to like the other grown ass woman that like did look of age.
Yeah, I mean, both of those characters, all the characters in the show are great. Like the lolly girl that you're talking about is a great character. She's like one of my favorite characters, and the story is actually really good. It's kind of a bummer, like the whole way through.
Nothing is resolved.
It's like this. It's like no spoilers, but I mean, this is like some tragic, divine comedy shit where it's just like everyone's fucked, which I guess is like. I mean, you get that from episode 1 that everything just sucks and it's awful in this cyberpunk world, and it's getting harder to watch shows like that nowadays because everything does suck. But this show is really great. The soundtrack is awesome. Like they pick some crazy good songs. Like
so Cyberpunk's fucking soundtrack is awesome too.
They use a lot of songs that they from the game, songs that were made from the game. The intro song is this fucking. You remember Franz Ferdinand's fucking "Take Me Out"?
Yeah.
They picked like this song that they made off that album from like 2004, and it fits like perfectly, and it's so hype. Like the beginning of each episode gets you so fucking hype because that song's fucking awesome. And I was like, wow, they made another song that's not "Take Me Out." That's sick.
Did you watch Anime Keanu Reeves yet, man?
Anime Keanu Reeves? He's not in the show.
I know he's not in the show, but like, wouldn't that be cool if you like took?
I was kind of like half
glasses?
expecting to like see like at least like something because I didn't play Cyberpunk, but I think this story has nothing to do with the game.
Actually, fucking, it leads in fucking like basically in Cyberpunk you kill like that fucking main antagonist. That's
Okay, like I get that it's like the same universe, but I don't think any of the characters except maybe that guy are like related to the game.
There's a couple. You can see their apartments that they were in the fucking game.
Oh, that's cool. That's sick. Okay, I didn't know
It's a
that.
feature that like did not have to be like in it, but like they sure did do it.
Now, did you watch Primal?
Primal, they had sex.
They did have sex. Is that a spoiler?
Actually, let's go ahead. Not mega spoiler, but fucking like explain why they had sex.
I don't want to do that. That is a major spoiler, isn't it?
All right. I'm gonna try my best to fucking creep around on how Primal had sex. So,
how Primal had sex. The new
So
D-Dub video.
So Primal is a show about a caveman. This
Mhm.
caveman has a name. Are you aware of his name, or do you want me to go ahead?
Spear.
His name is Spear. Spear is a grown man who yells a lot and has a dinosaur named Fang.
Yeah.
And Spear and Fang, travel the whole fucking to BC times, fucking killing people.
Yeah,
and
it's like
trying to kill-
a anthology show. Like they get into like a little mishap every episode.
Yes, but Spear literally saw his fucking like son die, and like now he has nothing
Both
to
his
live
sons.
for.
And his
Both
wife.
his sons. Like everybody is mauled, and now he's like living on his own. Fucking
Yeah,
with
like
his
he was
dinosaur.
gonna like almost kill himself in the first episode. Like he's like looking off a cliff and he thinks about jumping. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
And Pet Dinosaur comes in to save the day. Fucking now, Pet Dinosaur and fucking Spear are fucking living life anew.
Yeah.
Then Spear eventually, in later seasons, meets a black woman who he loves ever so dearly.
You know what's funny? As I didn't know she was black until like the very last episode.
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
I thought she was Arabian or like something because she speaks Arabic, which I don't know.
Get that. I understand what was going on there.
Because she's also very light skinned.
Talk about this anyway.
Your silence is telling.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
Fuck you, PBS. We can say whatever we want now.
Oh, there we go. But Spear meets Black Lady, and
Yes.
at the end of this
Mira.
last episode, Mira meets his Black Lady,
Yes.
and They go through hardships and tribulations, but
Yeah,
eventually,
she gets stolen, and they have to go get her back because she was like a slave.
yeah, because she's black.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
not why she's a slave, D-Dub.
But yeah, long story short, something happens, and Spear and Mira have sex.
Yeah.
Now, is it with consent? I refuse to answer that until you
What?
watch the show.
Well, that wasn't even a question.
Fucking, have you seen the scene?
Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
Wait, was he smiling? Like, what gave it away for you?
I can't describe too much without giving away shit.
It was a very funny scene.
You're making it sound like he got raped. What the fuck are you talking about?
He was!
No, he was! Dude, no, he wasn't, dude. This man, his only motivation in season 2 is to get pussy. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not...
Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is.
He's like, wow, I'm in love again. I can't wait to have more children.
Can't wait to fuck. Can't wait to put my dick inside this bitch. That's what he says. If he could talk, he would say the most foul-mouthed shit like that.
Fang's a nice person.
Fang or Spear?
Yeah, Spear is a nice person.
There you go. Fang is a nice thing.
Yeah, Fang's also a fucking nice character as well. Well,
Yeah.
until it met that male dinosaur, and they started like going on fucking pillages together.
Yeah, they got drunk and started fucking as well.
There's a lot of sex in this show, and I'm assuming that like those who just gave Gendy the keys and told him to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. They showed like the birth of an egg. You know, not necessarily a child, but they showed that like the whole thing animated right up in your face. Which I like. The show's called Primal. Like it's supposed to be like raw.
Beautiful show, by the way.
Yeah,
Like,
the
holy
show's
shit.
fucking breathtaking. Like everything. If you don't know, the show has like no dialogue. You know, so you have to watch it. You have to pay attention. That's the only way you're gonna know anything going on. This is a show
like-
that
like
demands that you're
season-
watching it.
Exactly. It's like season 2 Samurai Jack, where fucking like he doesn't talk at all. It's just like fucking exposition happening.
Yeah, but like the animation's beautiful. It looks a lot like a graphic novel comic book from like 2009. You know what I mean? Like the line art
Oh my
and
God,
the
that's
color.
That's a really good comparison. That's a really good comparison.
Yeah, but just imagine that in motion, and the motion looks so fucking fluid. It's incredible, like how well everything is.
Even the sex scenes at the end, you know.
Yeah, even that.
I'm so torn of like how he executed that. Like there was so much to unpack because I was like, what is she doing?
No, it like threw me off real hard. I was like, oh my god. And then it ends, and then the show's over.
I didn't know how to take it.
I was like, oh.
I had to go on Twitter to make sure I saw what I saw.
I know. I like the first thing I did was start googling like obvious questions, and then I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? And I didn't know how to feel, and that was after finishing Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2. So I was just like, god damn it, dude.
Oh man, so you saw the sex scene, man. You were like, oh hell yeah.
There's a lot of tits in Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
They do that on purpose.
No, I know
loves
it's
tits.
Trigger, and like just like blue ass nipples and shit. That's what the future is holding for you, D-Dub. Is blue nipples. Get ready.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, cryogenically freeze yourself if you want to make it to those times.
Cyberpunk. Did you see that interview? Did you see that interview with Keanu Reeves and who's his co-star in The Matrix who plays Felicity? I forget her name.
Who cares?
But anyway, they were in an
Angela
interview.
Davis?
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, they were in an interview, and the guy was interviewing him. He was like, "Do you know that people are taking your model from Cyberpunk and like putting it in like porn and stuff?" And he just starts laughing, and he's like, "That's awesome." And he was like,
I love Keanu Reeves.
I know. He's like, "Do you consent to that?" He said, "Are you okay with that?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "That's awesome because like someone likes me enough to do that. That's pretty cool. I think it's awesome. You have my full approval to do that." And then the girl from the Matrix, she's like, "You don't have my approval to do that. Please don't do that."
So does that mean that people like immediately started doing it as soon as like?
I imagine, like, believe it or not, I didn't look it up to find out, D-Dub, but I imagine so.
Look,
I imagine
man,
that like
majority of SFM that I do conceive is like I like the longer form ones and like the ones that look like the actual source product, not like oh, here's my headcanon of like the proportions that I want this character to have.
Yeah.
But
Did you
fucking,
see
like,
what was it, like Diva like skyrocketed in the search results on Pornhub when Overwatch 2 came out?
Yeah, I saw that. Speaking of Overwatch, I haven't talked about that yet.
Oh
Overwatch
yeah.
2 is out.
Overwatch
Have you
2.
ever played Overwatch 1?
Dude, I used to play Overwatch 1 a lot, like when college started, me and my roommates
Oh
would
man,
play
like
it.
religiously or like what? Was you good at it?
I mean, we kind of just played it daily. Like, me and my roommates would, like, hang out, and we just, like, pass the controller between matches to each other. While
Zach. The chat has said Felicity is the name of the girl from the Matrix.
Yeah, I thought I said that. I'm trying to think of the actress's name.
Oh, well, alright, Chad. If you tell us the actress's name, we'll give you a cookie.
I'll give you a hot cookie.
But fucking, all things considered, yeah, Overwatch 2 is out now, and if you download it right now, Zach, you'll be greeted with the Overwatch 1 intro, because the game is still the exact same.
Carrie Ann Moss, that's her name. Yeah, I've been keeping up with all the shit going on with Overwatch. First of all, right from like the very beginning of Overwatch 2 getting shown off in like actual 2019, because I remember when they showed it at BlizzCon, and everyone was like, "This is the same goddamn game." It's like, why the fuck is it 2?
That was the major joke, and like fuck you, like that's why nobody gave a shit. Or I was like, all right, this is fucking Overwatch.
I didn't even know this game was coming out. Like, there's been no hype for it.
Most people didn't, and then it was revealed that the game would be free. And once the game was revealed to be free, and the release date was released, the servers crashed. The servers of Blizzard fucking Entertainment crashed. Yeah. Blizzard, the same people who host these multi-billion-dollar servers for fucking Warcraft, can now hold these fucking simpletons.
Now, to be fair, do you remember when GTA Online launched and that shit was down for a day? Like, no one could get in?
Fair, GTA at launch wasn't free, so those were paid customers trying to fucking play that shit. And Online wasn't released on the first day of GTA. I'm not sure if you remember that or not.
No, it wasn't, because I finished the whole campaign before I played Online.
It took the people already beat the game and they were waiting for Online, and that's why it crashed.
Well, I'm just saying, give them a break, because like day one Online's really shitty all the time. But it's still bad.
Like fucking, like it's always bad. Like always. Like definitively. Like always bad. But I think the way you gotta do it now is just like not announce it, just drop the shit, and then like fucking like from there you should be fine. Cause announcing that servers are about to fucking go up, I think like that's like the grand fucking fucker to it all.
Well, outside of the servers, what do people think of the actual game?
The game is exactly the same. We have 3 new black characters.
Why do you not sound excited?
I'm saying black, but like they're racially ambiguous. Like they're like all brown skin. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's cool.
Blizzard is a weird company.
Blizzard has a. I'm not sure if you heard about this. I heard this like from like third party, like by a friend. But like apparently they have like these surveys that shows which race is the most superior. And like, oh, okay, yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I didn't know. I thought you were talking about that thing they had where they had like a chart to show how.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I thought the chart showed like how diverse a character was.
Yes. Is that fucked or like is it not?
I think just the idea of it is of like trying to measure out diversity. I think that's fucked. I think it's like overcorrecting so far that it's racist. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like when people are trying to like look out for other races, like they can't take care of themselves. Racist, you know. It's like, well, you can't.
That makes
help
it worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's so far overcorrection that it is just racist. It's like a weird white savior god complex thing. This is what this is. It's just like how can we monetize the idea of identity, and it's kind of dystopian and fucking weird.
But yeah, the gameplay is exactly the same, Zach, so you can honestly just pick it up and play again. There have been some characters that got nerfed, like people who got fixed.
Nerf Bastion!
Nerf Bastion has happened. A lot of people still say he's overpowered, is whatever.
Yeah.
The biggest like sequitur that I have for Overwatch right now is that the character models are now encrypted, so you can't make porn of them.
Dude, they're so smart.
which means that Blizzard was self-aware this entire time that porn was like easy to do as soon as a character was released. That they were like,
why would they want to stop that? Don't you think that's good for their game if people
the
are?
problem is Blizzard can never release kid-playable characters if that's happening.
Oh my god! Oh my
So, like,
god! Are people fucking that little hamster in the ball?
I think there is porn of the hamster. Yes.
I mean, of course there is. It's the internet.
But like, I feel as though like this gives them leeway to like if they were to release like a little kid character for the game, it's not on because back then the fucking everybody knew for a fact that like Blizzard could not successfully release a kid character because like the models get ripped immediately. So like that was the problem.
The internet sucks. I fucking hate the internet.
That's why you can't kill kids in fucking video games.
Our man Tasumi said thoughts on Dragon Ball: The Breakers. Did you play that?
Oh my god, that's coming out soon.
We've talked about it before, haven't we?
We have talked about it before as hide and seek, but
it's hide and seek, but with your favorite Dragon Ball characters.
Yeah, man, but Frieza's destroying the planet, and you're like hiding under your table. Like it's honestly a real life simulator. But
yeah, it's like everyone's like, oh, if I was in Dragon Ball, I would do this. Like, no, you'd be this guy hiding for their life. You'd be that guy.
Yeah. So like, I like the concept. I don't like that it's not free. So it's
well, if it's a full game, then I won't mind it. I don't see how they can make that into a full game though.
Like, so it's already like marked price, right? I think it's like $30, $40.
Oh, see, that's not bad.
I think it's still too much, honestly. Like for a game that you can like literally pick up and play for like an hour, and you're like, all right, I'm over it.
Well, hopefully you'll play it for more than an hour.
How much will you pay for a game like that?
I'm not. I don't. It doesn't look interesting to me.
Oh wow.
I mean, exactly for the reasons you're saying. Is it doesn't seem like. I mean, it looks fun. Like if it was free, I'd try it. But I think.
Never mind. The game is $20.
Oh, see, I might try it for $20. That's not bad.
$20, that's fine. If I get bored within like the first hour, I only spend $20. I think I can like
$20. Think about. That's like 2 movie tickets, so that's like 4 hours worth of entertainment.
Whoppers. So like fucking like
2 Whoppers. Is that how you're gonna measure it?
That's how I measure like any price.
In Whoppers.
Ask me how much a $60 game is right now.
How much is a $60 game, D-Dub?
A $60 game is measured with 3 Big Macs.
No, it's not. Doesn't make any sense.
3 Big Mac meals.
Meals,
large.
Okay. I thought we were talking just sandwiches.
Nah, fucking like I never see anybody order just a sandwich of anything.
No, I mean I think about that, but I'm not actually picking out the fucking. You sound like Chris's dad, and everybody hates Chris.
That's really funny. I like that.
He's like, that's 35 cents worth of milk you just threw away. Just shit like that.
Oh man, you slow watch everybody's Chris. You know you're alright, Zach.
Yeah, I'm alright. I do okay. Oh, we didn't get to talk about Kanye. 2 minutes. Say something about Kanye right now.
Doing that thing again, but everybody's gonna like him in a month, so like I think he'll be fine.
Do you think Kanye gets like an insanity pass that like he's just old man yelling at
I
cloud?
really hope that people aren't taking him seriously anymore. That's why I'm like really like moping over that like people are taking his fucking shit takes like as fact.
Listen. You and me are Kanye experts. Everyone knows this. If you've watched this podcast, you know that we're Kanye experts, music-wise and social-wise. We've seen the up and down. We've seen this go. This shit's gonna blow over in a week. No one's gonna give a shit. It's just yay being yay, you know? Like,
bro, I remember when we covered the Pete Davidson shit, and like that shit was over after that. Like,
yeah. Like now, Pete Davidson does like ads for Taco Bell, and no one gives a fuck. Okay.
Pete Davidson is sad as hell because he's like, "What the fuck? She left me."
Yeah. Do you know he got her fucking name branded on his ass? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. And now he's Bomba Claw. Am I fucking right, kids? I said that Twitter word.
Have you seen the Kingdom Hearts fucking?
Oh, yeah, I watched it. I watched it like right before this. I didn't love it. I mean,
how did you feel seeing Riku like interact with like the main 3?
See, I would have loved that as a kid. Like honestly, because I was like, because I started playing Kingdom Hearts on Chain of Memories. So they would always talk about Riku, and I didn't know who the fuck that was. Because you don't ever fucking see him, because he's in 1.
You started on fucking Chain of Memories?
Yeah, I didn't even know. I thought that was the first one. I was a dumb little kid. So everyone was all like, oh, we gotta go find Riku. I was like, who the fuck is that? So he was kind of like this mystical character in my head. It's like, oh my god, who is Riku? We gotta go find this fucking guy. So as a kid, I would have loved it. It's like, oh my god, it's Sora and Riku and they're hanging out. I will say that the pacing was kind of weird because like it just kind of starts, you know. There's not a lot of setup, which I kind of like at the same time. It's weird that it's an 11-minute episode. They probably could have gone for 30 and been fine. I think it would have done okay. I don't know. It's hard to say how the show would have gone. Like, does Square Enix have any part of it? Is it all Disney?
Riku?